Hello everyone, I hope you've been doing well. This month went by really fast, didn't it? But I haven't been posting videos like I normally do because I've been ultra busy. And I know I say that a lot and it's like excuses, I get it. But still, from the top, I want to wish all of you well. Despite how crazy things seem in this world right now, I want you to know that I am right there with you, just trying to balance life with all of the madness that's going on. I have a way of ignoring things as long as they're not coming directly at me, and even when they do come directly at me in a non-physical way, but I try to take this mental Aikido approach to where I just take things and throw them either to the left or the right of me, or just throw them away from me so that I can move on, because I have way too many things going on to be focusing on all the crazy stuff that's going on with current events in this world. It's just absolutely insane. If any of you are around my age, 52, you can already identify with me. I know you can. I mean, that's life, you know, you live it that long. But if you're a good bit younger than I am, either way, you will get to this point to where you just don't care anymore. And that's kind of where I am lately. But I do care about this channel. I care about all of you. I appreciate all of you guys. That's why I'm here. And I just want to talk right now. I've got a lot to say about music, about what's going on with instruments and gear. But for this video, let me try to stay focused on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, because I was watching this guy. I like his channel a lot. I love these guys who do these videos and they find a way to hold your interest without showing you clips of music and demonstrating things that will ultimately lead to a copyright claim or strike. He's one of those guys. He's very eloquent. I like watching his channel, and I'm really embarrassed because I don't know his name per se, but I think his channel's like Classic Album Reviews. British guy, very straight to the point, off the cuff. He's very direct, but he's respectful. He was talking about the 2026 Hall of Fame, and I just got to give a shout out to this guy because I love his opinions on a lot of bands and stuff. I agree with a lot of the stuff he says. So if you haven't heard already, I wasn't raised on rap and hip hop, although I did hear it. And I'll never forget the first rap record I heard was either, it may have been Sugar Hill Gang or These Are the Breaks or whatever, Curtis Blow. Rapture, Blondie, when she does the rap thing in there towards the end of the song or in the middle of the song. I wasn't connected with that art form. I didn't hate it by any means. I thought it was cool. I could get into it. And I had my time where I was a huge fan of the marriage between metal and hip hop and rap, or whatever, however you guys want to put it. But I was a fan of that. When Anthrax worked along with Public Enemy on the Bring the Noise, I absolutely loved that collaboration. I loved it so much. I listened to it over and over and over. So when bands like Rage Against the Machine, 311, when those bands came onto the scene, I was obsessed with what they were doing, especially 311. I was really into them. Or even when the Beastie Boys started playing instruments and stuff, I had so much respect for all that. So I'm not gonna be that guy that sits here and says, you know, hip hop and rap shouldn't be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but I'm gonna say that it should have its own type of thing. And I'm not talking about the Source Awards. I'm talking about, like, I think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, honestly, it needs to change its name. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame needs to cease to exist. Or rather than cease to exist, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should become or stay as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they should have like a pop music Hall of Fame. Honestly, there should be a pop music Hall of Fame. Then that way it doesn't matter if it's hip hop or rap, and then everyone can be included. Because I understand who's in here that's hip hop. Wu-Tang Clan. I know a lot of people who are, you know, they love rock, metal, whatever it may be. They love Wu-Tang Clan. I have nothing against Wu-Tang Clan. I think they're great. I don't know their stuff really well, but I think they're good. I like the idea of diversity, and I love people all being together and like them including all these different art styles like they do at, say, the Grammys, even though I think that's a joke. But part of the reason I don't care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I don't care about the Grammys or any of those award shows, is because I've had a peek behind the veil, behind the curtain, and I didn't like what I found. Enough of my rambling. Let me just quickly tell you this list. I know you probably heard it, maybe if you're up and up on it, but for those who haven't heard it, the Black Crowes, fair enough. Black Crowes are good. Jeff Buckley, I understand what the criteria is, and I'm a Jeff Buckley fan. Believe me, I was a fan before he died. Mariah Carey, no. Phil Collins, I thought he was already in there. I didn't know. Melissa Etheridge, she's great. Lauryn Hill, what? I don't know. I don't know anything about Lauryn Hill, so it doesn't make sense to me that she'd be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Billy Idol, I didn't know he wasn't in it. I'm not surprised, but yeah, he deserves to be in there. I mean, yeah, In Excess, God. Now, out of everyone on this list, In Excess is the only band that I am 1,000%, along with my boys Iron Maiden back here. So In Excess and Iron Maiden, I'm all about them being in there. But once again, Iron Maiden, it's rock for sure. It's metal. Is it rock and roll? No, but you know what? It's more true to the game than Pink, you know? Like, what is Pink doing on there? I'm sorry, Pink shouldn't be in there. Joy Division, I'm surprised it took this long, but really, Iron Maiden, come on, guys. I mean, you should have had them in there. The other bands that have been put into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Iron Maiden should have been in there a long time ago. And the same thing with In Excess, you know? New Edition, oh God. Anyway, Oasis, why not? But here's another problem. Here's another reason why I don't like award shows, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, all that stuff. Because all they care about is record sales. They don't care about the music of the band. But Oasis, they definitely deserve to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, okay? I'll leave it at that. Sade, whatever y'all want to call it, her or the band. It's actually, the group is Sade. I mean, they're musicians. So yeah, let them be in there. I have no problem with that. Shakira, I don't think so. Not at all. What has she done, really? Ask yourself this stuff. Wow, it's starting to really get dark out there. I'm gonna have to fix that. It's been raining all day long. It's dark out, so obviously this is starting to have an effect here. So let's move on. We're almost done with the list. Luther Vandross. If you guys don't know this yet, this dude has sung or sang with everyone. I'll give you one, Chic. He was a recurring figure as a backing vocalist for Chic. He deserves to be in there, but he's gone, and that's what sucks. And as a matter of fact, I heard someone from Wu-Tang died. But that's it for the list. And then I heard about a lot of bands that weren't in there. This guy was talking about them in his video. Once again, go back and watch his video. He mentioned some bands that I was shocked to find out that they weren't in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, especially Supertramp, who I've talked about before when I mentioned the Logical song, how everyone would confuse that with Rush and think it was Rush. But yeah, Supertramp's awesome. I thought they were already in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, there's so many groups that should be in it that aren't in it. And then there are groups that are in it and they deserve to be in it, but they got in it way, like, pretty early. Please, everyone, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this list? Do you think that hip hop or rap as an art form, because I think of it more as an art form than an actual like band oriented thing, unless there are musicians providing the soundtrack to the vocal, then it becomes something entirely different to me. Because the rap vocal is a style of vocal, and it is a valid style. I have no problems with that whatsoever. Think about this for a little bit. Some of you people who say, oh, I don't like rap or hip hop, think about The Clash. Think about the way The Clash would incorporate rap into their music. Even Modest Mouse, the list goes on. There are tons of bands that have done it. Ministry, you name it. But it is not an art form that should be totally overlooked. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's not rock and roll, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame hasn't been the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in a very, very long time, in many, 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 many years. It should just be the Pop Music Hall of Fame, really. Let's face it, because all these people care about is record sales, and that's it. All they care about is publicity, record sales. They don't truly care about the music. They care about popularity. So it should be the Pop Music Hall of Fame. Do you agree with that? Who do you think should have been on the list that didn't make it on the list? Let me know.